Good afternoon, my little cubs. Yes, I am wearing a tank top. It's because it's where I wear underneath my work shirt. So what? Figured I would do this video. That way y'all have something to watch. I know it's been a while since I've done a gaming video. And if y'all give me just a second-y-do. There we go. That'll have to do, I guess. Oh well. You'll have to deal with my camera covering up a little piece right here. Right here. Anyways, hope y'all are having a nice day. But let's get to it. Load game. Trying to think of which one I was at. I think this was. I'll just do this one. Okay. So I found out something. I'm going to inspect the tree. Knobs lock in place. Yes, I did look this up. You hear the rumbling of rocks as the ground starts to shift underneath you. Everything goes dark and you sink below the surface. The hole above you seals up, trapping you underground. Ooh. You find yourself with no evident way out, but the path before you into the darkness. Your only choice is to move forward. There's 3 separate paths within the walls of the cavern. Which path do you choose? I'm gonna go right. Passage divides before you. Where do you go? I'm gonna go right again. Passageway leads to an enlarged mushroom sitting in front of you. Steady river of water flows between you and the mushroom. Let's inspect the mushroom. You walk to the mushroom as if there is something more than what meets the eye. Walking forward, you take a step into the water. To your dismay, your foot hits no bottom and you fall in. You reach to grab a hold of the edge of the surface, but your body freezes stiff. You lose your sight completely as the chilling water sends your body into shock. Without any sense of touch and warmth, your lifeless body sinks into darkness. Your adventure ends here. Achievement unlocked. Figures. Okay, we are back. I'm going to go to the right again. And this time we're going to go left. Okay, you walk forward into the dark, unsure of what lies beyond. 2 paths you may go. Which do you choose? I'm going to go right on this one. Okay, as you make your way forward, you discover a large cavern. An old-looking ship rests against the edge of the lake with debris scattered around the surrounding area. Let's inspect the ship. You cautiously walk towards the ship. The air is chilling, and you fear it won't be a good idea to stay too long. The possibility of discovering something that can help you drives you to explore. You climb aboard the ship. As you take a moment to observe your surroundings, you are only welcomed by the trickle of water brushing against the wood of the ship. You move about to see where you can go. Every footstep you take feels heavy as you hear the sound of wood cracking under your feet. You feel the ship has been here for quite some time. You explore the deck of the ship. Nothing but the sound of your footsteps bounce around the structure of the ship. From one room to another, you come to discover a kitchen. Although there is nothing unique about it, you feel you should take a moment to inspect it. You pull one out after the other. Finding that they have been emptied, dust spreads about the air as you disturb the rest. Checking underneath, you discover a rusty knife resting on the floor. You find that there are plenty of hardened rat droppings dotting the edge of the wall. You take the knife in hopes that you may defend yourself with it. Let's inspect the oven. You see a lone pot resting upon a dusty stovetop. You gaze downward and open the oven door. Nothing but ash fill the oven chamber. You close the oven door. Let's move on. You continue your lonely tour of the ship, only to find that there is nothing of use or value. You make your way back to deck and decide to continue your search. Again you find nothing much but empty rooms, left to remain in dark solitude. You discover a door with fancy markings on the woodwork. Perhaps this is where the captain resided. You discover the room of the captain. Unlike the other parts of the ship, everything seems to have been left alone in this room. Before you rests an old wooden desk with papers and assumed belongings of the captain. There is a small bed off near in the corner of the room, and some chairs on the other. You have a feeling deep down that you shouldn't take anything other than a lamp and other objects. There is a small stack of papers in contrast to the lone paper resting by itself. Approaching the desk, you begin to inspect the papers resting on the desk. Peering about the pages of this collective pile of documents, you realize that most of these are personal notes or journal entries. ... You pick a few and begin to read. Day 7. The voyage has gone quite smooth, as we begin our second week away from home. The spirits of the men are high, as we anticipate the discovery of new lands that lie beyond our documented knowledge. It has been my dream to accomplish something world-changing. Together, we move forward with full hearts and unbreakable spirits. Day 66. It has been just over 2 months out at sea. We have yet to discover anything new. We have suffered through many storms, and sickness has plagued the ship recently. Several of my favored crew have passed on to the next life. I see the growing doubt in the eyes of my fellow laborers as our voyage continues day after day. Food rations have been cut in half in fears that we may have to turn back. I dare not let myself think of failure. Those men who have lost their lives, their sacrifices to make this voyage possible, I cannot let them be in vain. Day 91. It has been roughly 3 months out here on the endless blue. With much pain we have turned around. Yes, we are headed home port. We have just enough food to make it back. I just hope we have a smooth journey back. The spirits of the crew are low and bitter due to our failure. I did not let myself get caught up in thinking of it. Truly, we did not intend for this to happen. Let's see the loan document. Notice to the crew. Due to our unexpected predicament, everyone is being split up into groups of 2 and 3. Scouting assignments will be given until we find a more habitable place to settle. For now, we must do what we can. I wonder what just happened. Seeing that there is little left to see, you take your leave. The wood under your feet crackle as you exit the vessel. You make your way back to where the tunnel divides. Okay, so then let's go left. You move forward in the darkness. Are we back where we started? Let's go forward. You cautiously step forward into the darkness. Let's go right. Subtle echo of shifting rocks before you. An eye appears before you as its gaze pierces the darkness. Before you can do anything, tentacles burst from the ground and grip your body. It pulls you about, but you resist as much as you can. You remember the knife you found and you struggle to bring it out. With success, you hold the knife and begin to cut away the appendages that bind you. Tentacles! The room vibrates as you do cut. The creature immediately leaves you alone. It takes you a moment to catch your breath. You come to a divide. Which way do you go? Let's try going right again. Let's see. The path you walk comes to an end. Before you shines a pillar of light. The light rests on a corpse that seems to have been there for quite a while. Near the corpse stands a lone flower. For some reason, you feel hope enter your heart as you gaze upon the flower. Perhaps there's something special about the scene, but you can't put your finger on it. Perhaps it may be best to leave in reverence for now. Let's go left. You continue your way back into the darkness. Cautiously make your way through the darkness. Let's go right. You struggle forward as the way before you becomes completely dark. You notice that there is light off in the distance, and you continue to make your way forward. Eventually, you make it into some sort of concrete room. Turning around, you see a hole in the wall where you came in. Your guess is it wasn't part of the initial design. You turn around to see a door. There's little to nothing in the room. You decide to move on through the doorway. You find yourself in what looks like a basement. You turn about to discover that in each direction there is a door. Boxes of supplies and debris litter the floor and corners of the room. You notice that there are several markings on the doors and floor, some of which scare you. You get a bad feeling about this place. Let's inspect the supplies. You walk about the room, browsing through the dust-covered storage. You find some rope in one of the boxes. It feels strong to the touch and has minimal wear. Let's go to the right door. You enter a small room. There is a large cauldron in the center of the room with wood resting underneath. There is nothing on the shelves, so someone cleaned this place out. You look into the pot but find nothing in it. With nothing else to see, you exit the room. You enter a room full of metal cages. Before you is a hallway marked with questionable markings. You don't like the feeling you have about this place. Whatever was in the cages surely did not like being locked up. You notice that there is an animal in the cage in the left of the room, but from the dark stains on its fur, it's dead. You cautiously walk down the hallway, entering the room with 2 cell doors. Before you can do anything, a large hound leaps in front of you. The beast doesn't look very vicious, but one wrong move could surely be the end of you. You pull out the knife and prepare for an attack. The dog reacts and starts to growl at you. The hound dashes at you and sinks its teeth into you. With the knife, you merely cut the beast before it knocks the knife out of your hand. You don't survive long and die a painful death. Of course. Your adventure ends here. Alright, well, I'm going to end this one here. I know it was a little bit shorter, but I wanted to get something up for y'all. You know, another gaming video. I'm going to have a couple more. I am going to be gone for 2 days, so I won't have time to really record. I won't have the internet to be able to upload, so I have to go and record now, edit, upload, you know, the whole usual thing. But anyways, I hope that y'all enjoyed, and let me know what y'all think. Let me know if y'all want me to go some other directions, go which door you wanted me to go into. I will be doing more of the series. I'm sorry that it took me this long to finally get back to it. I did not intend for that to happen. It's just there's been a lot going on. I've had a lot to deal with at work. I've had a lot going on just here in general. That's caused it to where it's been a lot easier for me to just go ahead and do the speed paints and just edit those and upload them, you know. I mean, I know that people like them. I know that y'all enjoy seeing them. It's just I also love doing these gaming videos and letting y'all see them. But anyways, I digress. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below, comment, subscribe hopefully, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!